These two schools got it right for the black community.
Too much propaganda, spiritual pollution. Too many problems, not enough solutions. So many billionaires that make no contributions. Gotta create fund and maintain our institution.
All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. This is another episode of All Things Education Official. I'm your host and educator, DrAbdullah, giving you educational news from a foundational Black American man's perspective. If you like what you're seeing and like what you're hearing, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, TikTok, X, and LinkedIn. We will be putting a spotlight on two schools today. It makes me very, very happy and very, very proud to have come across this information. It was sent to me by some of my subscribers and friends, as I call them now. They'll put two spotlight on the SAVE Institute, which SAVE stands for Service, Agriculture, Vocation, and Entrepreneurship, located in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're going to be talking about the X School for Boys, founded by King Randall in Albany, Georgia. According to the SaveInstitute.org, their website, www.saveinstitute.org, SAVE Institute's middle and high school programs are an innovative alternative to traditional schools that allow for students to learn academics through projects, life experiences, agriculture, vocational training, and implementing business enterprises. Upon completion, students earn a high school diploma, agriculture and vocational trade certifications, and a fully launched and developed business of their own.
All throughout the United States, families, institutions, and communities have been searching for ways to positively uplift and empower Black male youth. However, very few have actually discovered the formula. SAVE Institute has discovered this formula, but it is no longer a theory. It has been tried, tested, and proven. This formula is contained within the acronym of SAVE, which is Service, Agriculture, Vocational Training, and Entrepreneurship. Our students engage in service through designing and leading service projects throughout the city of Atlanta, as well as in cities throughout the country. They engage in agriculture through growing organic food, raising animals, and distributing food to the community. They engage in vocational training through learning carpentry, electrical, masonry, and IT. And they engage in entrepreneurship through each one of them starting and building their own unique business entities. Each one of these elements individually has the power to positively impact the lives of youth, but when combined into one program and implemented consistently over time, the result is a transformed young man who understands his purpose and is ready to lead his people through service. So SAVE Institute is on a mission to disrupt the school to prison pipeline and replace it with a pipeline to prosperity.
Service on me, service on three. 1, 2, 3. Service! Who are we? Save! Who are we? Save! Who are we? Save! Who are we? Save! I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am different. I am different. Thanks. I am. I am. I am.
According to the www.xforboys.org, the Life Preparatory Schools for Boys is a 501c3 charitable organization with a mission to teach the boys the true meaning of manhood and to be protectors and providers for their community in Albany, Georgia, King's hometown. King's hometown currently of Albany, Georgia has a crime index of 2 out of 100 with a crime rate of 59 per 1,000 residents. It also has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes. Through King Randall's personal advocacy for male youth development, King founded and developed the X for Boys with a mission to teach the boys the true meaning of manhood, true masculinity, and how to be a team player and collaborate with others, how to be protectors and providers for their communities. He continued his dream and mission by launching his school, the X Boys Life Preparatory School, in fall of 2022.
My name is King Randall. I'm the founder of the X for Boys program in the Life Preparatory School for Boys in Albany, Georgia. 23 years old. I started this program when I was 19 years old. This school that I own is a all boys boarding school. It's completely free of charge. We don't charge any tuition. So that includes haircuts, uniforms, everything you could possibly imagine in regards to having a school. But we don't charge parents anything, and we teach children the skill trades, how to work on cars, houses, general contracting, general automotive repair, and many different other things, firearms training, how to be a man, etc. But this kind of a brief idea of who I am and what I do.
Wow, that's major. So I gotta ask you, man, what was your inspiration for this? Because you said you started this program at 19 years old.
Yes, I did. The inspiration come from one of my classmates who got sentenced to 30 years in prison for hiding a murder weapon. He wasn't at the actual murder, but he got sentenced to 30 years for hiding the weapon. That was something that stuck out to me because we didn't have any rehab or anything like type of programs for 18-year-olds at the time to just, help him out or something. I'm just like, he's not a bad kid. He doesn't have a record. I'm like, can we do something with him? And but they didn't have anything for him, and that's why I decided to start a program, after school program at the time, to help boys and help children be able to find what it is that they could do that's different than being out in the streets and just out doing nonsense. I wanted to be a male role model in their lives, and that's sometimes what they need to see. They need to see possible, and sometimes they don't think possible is real.
Save Institute and the X School for Boys are amazing institutions, all in that they are free. We're talking about life-changing education, experiences, and teaching that are free to the community. I think that right in there in itself speaks to the commitment not only to the educators at the schools, not to just to the founders, but to the communities that support them. Oftentimes we hear that we can't do it, we don't have the money. We got the money. Save Institute and X School for Boys has proven that because they are relying on the community to help provide the necessary education for our young men. They are addressing academic and employment needs and occupational needs. The thing that's so important is that, as stated by the great Dr. Claude Anderson, it's a sin that we tell our children to go out into the world and beg for work. Once again, that is a sin and a shame. As Dr. Claude Anderson says, it's a sin and a shame on our community that we do that. And these schools, the Save Institute and the X School for Boys, they are setting them up for success early in. We're talking as young as 11 years old. Ideally it will be K through 12, but guess what? I'm not knocking what they're doing. As a matter of fact, I applaud them to the highest. They are doing what we need to be done in our community, taking our young men, training them, teaching them, educating them, showing them positive black male models so they can come out and be the providers and protectors of our community. They have youthful and energetic founders and teachers. Most schools, they do teach your core content, but they go far above and beyond by teaching life skills. Things just something as simple as changing a tire, firearms training, martial arts training. They're doing group therapy. They're talking about restorative circles, teaching them tools how to cope with life, because as black men in America, life will come and hit them hard. But these two schools have decided that they're no longer going to allow the system, as we call it, to bring them or their communities down. They have strong social media platforms and they have a relatable curriculum and mission. But the question is, why are schools like this so important? Well, according to a Hawaii of Hilo article entitled The Cause of Crime, there have been many different angles that have been studied as a potential cause of crime. Currently, three major aspects include lack of education, living in poverty, and being raised in a single-parent home. Each of these perspectives offers an insight to crime's true cause, but it seems that none can stand alone. Crime is a complex issue that may stem from many sources, but lack of education, generational poverty, and a rupture of family structure each seem to play a prominent role. These things are addressed full stop, and full stop at the Save Institute and the X School for Boys. Please, I will leave their websites pinned into the description. Please go check them out. Please donate to their schools. We need to put money in their accounts so they can continue the great work of not only saving young men in our community, but saving our community in itself. Because strong men, strong boys marry strong girls, strong boys and girls marry, create strong families create a strong community, and strong communities create a stronger society. So it is up to us to save ourselves. We can no longer wait for someone to come along. We need to create, fund, and maintain our own institutions, and the Save Institute and X School for Boys has done just that. Once again, this is another episode of All Things Education Official. I am your host, Dr. Abdullah, giving you educational news from a foundational Black American mass perspective. Please comment, put some fire emojis, put some hand claps, let the people know that you support what they're doing. Please check out their website, see what they're doing, donate to their causes because they are essentially for us. Once again, you are dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated. You are dismissed.
Too much propaganda, spiritual pollution. Too many problems, not enough solutions. So many billionaires that make no contributions. Gotta create fund and maintain our institutions. Word to the masses, our government is backwards. Only thing I've learned is what a babble and a crab is. Deploying all these tactics to keep us all distracted. Scrolling on our gadgets and we scroll right past it. While we caught up in the fashion, they sitting back laughing. This education we're lacking, all the laws they be passing. Peep the curriculum, you see they're subtracting the necessary work. These kids mentally absent. Turned out full plastic.